let me get into Lena Dunham. Because this last hour, I was talking about those videos for sexual consent, which is not a joke. There are people out there who are saying, hey, before we have sex, can you just, let me hit record. Can you just say that you're willing to sex with me? You're doing this of your own free will. You consent to having sex with me? It's because there are guys out there who are like, listen, I don't want to be accused of rape. I want everything in my power to be able to kind of protect myself. You live in a world where someone can make a claim a day, a week, a month, a year, 5 years later. Well, you got to have something. You got to have something to be able to help you against, a lie. Now, not every woman is lying when she says that she was assaulted. Of course not. But some do. And some women lie about what happened, and some women lie to cover up for others. And people will say that doesn't happen. That never happens. You are attacking the victim, Tony Katz. This is a disgusting way to treat women. Lena Dunham has apologized to the actress Aurora Perrineau. Aurora Perrineau says she was raped by the writer Murray Miller. Lena Dunham disputed that in a public statement in November of 2017. Lena Dunham wrote in 2017 that she had insider information, quote, insider knowledge of the situation, and it made her certain that Perrineau, quote, misreported, unquote, the assault. Lena Dunham, the show Girls, everyone's favorite feminist, an icon. Oh, what an important woman in today's America. She took to this guy's defense. His name is Murray Miller, and said, this did not happen, and I know what happened, and this did not happen. But Dunham has apologized. She apologized in a letter that was published in The Hollywood Reporter. She writes at length about her own sexual trauma and admits that her claim of insider knowledge that would exonerate Miller was completely and totally made up. She made it up. She didn't have anything that would keep him from having to deal with this allegation, but she wanted to protect him. If she wants to now put in her own traumas in her life, she can. What does it excuse? Nothing. When someone I knew, she writes, someone I had loved as a brother was accused I did something terrible. I did something inexcusable, she said, and wrote, I publicly spoke up in his defense. There are few acts I could ever regret more in this life. I didn't have the insider information I claimed, but rather blind faith in a story that kept slipping and changing and revealed itself to mean nothing at all. I wanted, she writes, to feel my workplace and my world were safe, untouched by the outside world, a privilege in and of itself, a privilege of ignoring what hasn't hurt you. And I claim that safety at a cost to someone else, someone very special. You lied. Now, if Hollywood had any sense of decency whatsoever, any sense of morality, any sense of clarity, they would never hire her again. It would be over. They would say the Lena Dunham experiment is done and finished, and thank you, Cleveland, good night, and they'd walk out the door. Then they would shutter the building, set it on fire, and salt the earth where Lena Dunham once stood. What are the odds? What are the odds? She writes, it's painful to realize that while I thought I was self-aware, I had actually internalized the dominant male agenda that asks us to defend it no matter what, protect it no matter what, baby it no matter what. Something in me still feels compelled to do that job, to please, to tidy up, to shopkeep. My job is now to excavate that part of myself and to create a new cavern inside me where a candle stays lit, always safely lit, and illuminates the wall behind it where these words are written. I see you, Aurora. I hear you, Aurora. I believe you, Aurora. You lying is not a man's fault. Lena Dunham. And on behalf of men, I'm not going to sit here and take it. Go to hell. Go to hell. I don't want to play nice. I don't want to sit in a world where you can lie. You lied about a story to protect a friend, and then when it comes out that you're a liar, when you decide to announce that you're a liar, somehow somebody else's boys, somebody else's children, they have to deal with the brunt of it. You see, men are evil. The patriarchy's evil, and that's what made me do it. 12-year-old boys all across America are supposed to deal with the ramifications of your lying? No. You're a weak person. You have weak character. Go to hell. That's the answer. That is the answer. It's not about kindness, not about finding a way to understand and forgive. If you want to, I'm not telling you not to. Go ahead. I can't control it. If other people want to forgive, that is completely up to them. I've learned over the years that it's different for everybody. For me, if asking, listen, I don't know if I was necessarily the one aggrieved, right? I'm not Aurora Perrineau, so I don't know if she should accept this apology or not. But when Lena Dunham decides to tell the world because it came out via Hollywood Reporter that the problem is the dominant male agenda. She's going after your sons, going after all our kids. Still putting this out there that somehow the men are the problem when she's the liar. I think I do get to have a say in it at that moment. And my say is go to hell. I'm sorry. Live your life. No one should hurt you. You should go about your life, and you should do it away from the rest of us, I would certainly hope. But if Hollywood gives you a job, exactly what moral code do they even think they can tell the rest of us? I wonder if Meryl Streep will call out Lena Dunham at the next Golden Globes or the Oscars. She's so brave, because she calls out Donald Trump. Maybe when Robert De Niro is saying F Trump this and F Trump that, he can throw in, and hey, Alina, F you too. Maybe I'll get one of those. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe they'll actually turn inward. Maybe when Oprah Winfrey is talking about the Me Too movement and how they have to stand strong and they have to stand up for the people in the room and for the women in this industry, maybe she'll say, and hey, Lena Dunham, you don't get a Golden Globe. You don't get an Oscar. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe. But it's Hollywood. She'll get another job while she continues to attack men who didn't do a damn thing wrong. I'm Tony Katz.